Sorry about the platform, but I'm in Philadelphia, and this is a difficult thing because we have these split roads right here like that, and this is version 13, and so far it's steering great. FSD has been great, completely great. There's another one right here. This is the car lane over here, but the trolleys run on that track, and cars can run on that track also. So it's interesting that it's taking this side of the road. Another one right there. It's doing fantastic. Wish I had a little platform for this thing. So we're going to be making a left-hand turn up here, getting onto I-76 superhighway. So we're going from city to highway, superhighway driving. Okay. Let's see how she does. The turn is coming up. There are trucks over there. Let's just follow the car. Alright, so now it's getting over to the left. Creeping up on this ramp here, right onto the tracks, which is normal. And follow these guys over there. So we're actually in the left-hand turn lane, which is good. A lot of people just go over the line. There was a little bit of a gap, but not enough to hit. Here we go. Nice. Nice. So Philadelphia roads are bumpy and bad, as you can imagine. The noise you hear is ice coming off the car. You can see the temperature right now is like, what, 26, 28 degrees, something like that. 28 degrees. It's a little warmer in the city than it is out in the burbs. So we got a yield sign there. Let's see, I'm gonna merge. Are we gonna merge? Got the traffic over here. Nicely done. Very cool. So that was pretty cool. Smooth, not jerky at all. The road was jerky, the car was not. Amazing. Making a lane change on its own here. Very good. And I think I'm in standard right now. Standard is a little better. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit here to 60. There we go. It's actually a 50-mile-an-hour zone through here. You can tell I'm going super slow compared to these guys. Let's see. Let me see if I can bump it up to 65. 67 max. There we go. So now we're in the game, kind of. Yeah, we got a lot of snow, and today my solar was covered up with about 3 inches of snow, but we still produced 500 watts for quite a long while today, even through the snow. What we did was we opted in for wind power off for our electric generation side of the bill, and so our electric company provides that. They deliver it, but it comes from wind power, like Clean Choice Energy. It's better than not doing anything, I can say that much. Okay, so being that this is standard mode, it's like shifting out. It's going to take the superhighway all the way back. It's fine with me. Hey, did you know that in Lyft's terms of service, I read them 2 nights ago, that they already have self-driving cars in their terms of service. It's already there. It's buried way down the contract. It's probably like on page 36 or something, but it's actually in the contract. It's no big deal. They just say, you know, that from a rider's point of view, hey, we're going to be sending out robo cars, you know, driverless. So it's coming very soon. This is gorgeous Manioc over here next to the Schuylkill River. Beyond that, Roxborough. I'm not loving how close the traffic is. Right, this definitely violates the rule of massive space when you're going faster. But I don't think there's any way in this version to control that. I know in my other Tesla that doesn't have the full self-driving, you can still set your distance manually. This one doesn't have it. Another lane change here by itself. So I did a video a while back where we drove like 600 some miles on version 12 with very few interventions. And you know, the kind of interventions that we had were like stupid things, like, all right, like you should have been doing more regen and not using the hydraulic brakes in this circumstance, you know, stuff like that. But still, it was pretty good. Had a couple jerky moments, but overall, driving that long a time, that's like more than maybe 4 or 5 hours. Drove from Philadelphia up to Buffalo, New York. Did quite well. This version 13 though, seems generally a little smoother. Plus we got the chill, standard, and I'm in a hurry modes. So if you really want this thing to drive like a human, put it in I'm in a hurry, and if you really, it'll do crazy lane changes. Here comes a Cybertruck, maybe? I'm not sure. Yes, it was. No. What is that? That's not a Cybertruck. That must be an Ioniq 5 or 6. Nice to see electrics on the road. Nice and smooth. Curious to see if it jumps out and passes this driver here, or if it stays in lane. If it was in chill, it would absolutely stay in lane. But previous versions, here comes a turn, and it would jump out like just like it's doing now. It did just jump out. It's got a mile to go, so versions also, it took a long time to go back in if it even did it at all. So that's kind of cool. We're going to go Plymouth Meeting Mile, so plenty of time to get to the exit in the correct lane. And over there is the beautiful borough of Conshohocken right there. So for the last, I guess, 2 years or so, we've done electric car shows there, sponsored by the Conshohocken EAC, Environmental Advisory Council. We had the mayor show up at the car show, which is great, very supportive. So here we go, here's an exit on a superhighway ramp right now. So the turn signal just came on. Slowing down a slight bit here with regen. It's all good. Prefer regen, obviously, because it's not using the hydraulics burning down your brake pads. You know, you should regen whenever possible. Get more range that way, and there's less wear and tear in the car. To a merge. This one's a very, very long merge. Signal came on, car sped up, and now we're merging over one lane to the left. Nice. Did it great. There's a Tesla supercharger right over there by the IKEA. We're in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of superchargers here. A lot of Teslas here. A lot of electric cars. I see a lot of Rivian R1Ts. I see a lot of R1Ss. I've challenged Taycan car drivers, you know, to a race, but they all say no. I guess that's because they know for sure I'll beat them. See a lot of Ioniqs. Used to see a lot of Nissan Leafs, you know. Fewer of those. So we're going to be doing an exit to the right-hand side here in 0.5 of a mile. So if it was me, I would just chill out behind this truck and I would calm down and wait for the exit to show up, right? Instead of passing and all that business. So it looks like this version of the software is going to do what I would have done. So nice. So it's signaled, and now we're going off the ramp here. This ramp will split. That was pretty close. Tire was over. Car didn't react though. I put a signal on because it's going to be going down the left-hand ramp, so that's kind of cool that it did that. I would have done that. And then there's the actual split up here. So I'm going to put my signal on manually there because I don't think the car would do that, so I just did that myself. Coming down this ramp is kind of downhill. Put the right hand signal on already. Coming up to a T intersection. You can make a left or a right. There's nothing coming. Comes to a full stop, but it turned green in the meantime. There we go. This is a very long left-hand turn lane. Probably because they got the CVS right over here. There's no turn signal. Usually there's a turn signal solid green now, so, and it's going to go through even though it's fresh yellow, which is fine. Guy behind me liked that. That was much smoother than slamming on the brakes, though, gotta say. I was at that intersection with version 12 and it had literally stopped the car and then tried to go through a red light on a left-hand turn like that. So I had to disengage. So this is a big improvement. Here's a crazy curve. This is Militia Hill over here on the right-hand side. It just goes up a mountain, essentially a little mini mountain. You can see this curve is wicked. This is George Washington territory. This is like Revolutionary War area right here. So that's pretty good. So far so good. Very nice. Here's a little trick. If you're in a 35-mile-an-hour zone and you're in FSD and say you feel like you're going too slow, just push the accelerator a little bit up to the speed that you want, and then the car will maintain that for quite a while. So I just went up to 39, but there is a red light up here, so it might be for nothing. For nothing. So coming up to this intersection, there is a right-hand lane, and usually the vehicle fails to take the right-hand lane, just goes up like it's going to be in the left-hand lane, which is what it's doing right now. Then right at the last second, okay, dips over. Well, better late than never. That's good. But in heavy traffic, it needs to get over immediately because nobody will let you in if you don't get in there immediately. Okay, coming up at the end of this hill, there's some construction that's going on. So I think there's like barrier cones and all that kind of stuff. Yes, there it is. So here we go. Slows down a little bit there. Moves over. That's nice. Boy, that's so smooth. Nice. There's probably some cops in town, so I'm reducing my speed to 25 mile an hour because they will light you up if you're going fast. So this is my hometown right here. And it's just after Christmas time, so New Year's. And car's gonna go down one of the side streets. That's the main street right up in there. A little less busy down here. Here's a 5-point intersection right here. And the stop is way, way, way back here because there's so much traffic usually during the day. So you know. And then right up the avenue here. There's some cars here on the right-hand side. Kind of moves around, which is nice. We did have some snow with a little bit of accumulation. They did a pretty good job this time plowing it out. So I have condensed this trip. I paused it quite a few times, but usually it's about a 45-minute ride from Center City, Philadelphia to Ambler. Nice and smooth. It's a little anal about the stops. It does not roll at all. Like it comes to a full and complete stop. So that's it. Pretty awesome.